The sea doesn't just carry ships, it carries power, decisions, and sometimes, the fate of entire nations. And right now, somewhere beyond the horizon, there's a vessel that doesn't fire the first shot, but can control everything that happens after it. This is the story of the command ship that acts like a floating pentagon, USS Mount Whitney LCC-20. Imagine a war unfolding across multiple continents, jets screaming overhead, destroyers locking targets, submarines moving in silence beneath the waves. But none of it works without coordination. That's where this ship comes in. Unlike a destroyer or an aircraft carrier, the USS Mount Whitney isn't built to dominate with weapons, it dominates with intelligence, communication, and command. Commissioned in 1971 and named after Mount Whitney, the highest peak in the contiguous United States, this ship has quietly become one of the most important assets in the U.S. Navy. It serves as the flagship of the United States Sixth Fleet, operating primarily in Europe and the Mediterranean Sea, where tensions can rise fast and unpredictably. At first glance, it might not look intimidating. There are no massive missile batteries lining the deck, no rows of fighter jets ready for takeoff. But step inside, and it's a different world. The ship is packed with advanced command, control, communications, computers, and intelligence systems, what the military calls C4I. This is where battles are monitored in real time, where decisions are made, and where entire operations are directed. Think of it like this: if a carrier strike group is the fist of naval power, the USS Mount Whitney is the brain. The ship is equipped with some of the most sophisticated communication systems in the world. It can link forces across land, sea, air, and even space. Whether it's coordinating NATO allies or directing joint operations with multiple branches of the military, this vessel ensures everyone is on the same page, no delays, no confusion. And in modern warfare, that's everything. Because today, wars aren't just fought with bullets and missiles, they're fought with information. Whoever controls the flow of information controls the battlefield. And that's exactly what this ship is designed to do. Over the years, USS Mount Whitney has been deployed in some of the most sensitive regions on the planet. From the Mediterranean to the Black Sea, it has supported operations during times of crisis, acting as a mobile command center capable of adapting to any situation. When tensions rise between nations, this ship often appears, not to escalate, but to coordinate, observe, and be ready. Its crew is a unique mix of sailors and specialized personnel, including communication experts, intelligence officers, and strategic planners. On board, it's not just about sailing, it's about thinking, analyzing, and making decisions that can impact thousands of lives. And while it may not carry the firepower of a destroyer like USS Arleigh DDG-51, or the overwhelming presence of an aircraft carrier like USS Gerald R. Ford CVN-78, it plays a role that neither of those ships can replace. Because without coordination, power becomes chaos. The USS Mount Whitney also represents something bigger, the evolution of warfare. In the past, victory depended on who had the biggest guns or the largest fleet. Today, it depends on who can think faster, communicate better, and adapt quicker than the enemy. This ship embodies that shift. Even its design reflects its mission. The massive superstructure isn't just for show, it houses antennas, satellite systems, and communication arrays that connect it to forces around the globe. It's not just a ship, it's a network, a hub, a nerve center floating in international waters. And despite being over 50 years old, the USS Mount Whitney continues to receive upgrades, keeping it relevant in an age of cyber warfare and digital battle spaces. It proves that power isn't always about being the newest, it's about being the smartest. In a world where conflicts can ignite in seconds and spread across continents in minutes, having a ship that can instantly coordinate a response is not just important, it's essential. So the next time you think about naval power, don't just picture missiles launching or jets taking off. Picture a room filled with screens, officers analyzing data, commanders issuing orders that ripple across oceans. Picture the silent force behind the action. Because while other ships may steal the spotlight, this one controls the stage. And out there, somewhere in the vast expanse of the sea, the USS Mount Whitney is watching, listening, and ready, ensuring that when the moment comes, every move is calculated, every action is precise, and nothing is left to chance. Because in modern warfare, the most powerful weapon is control.